Have you ever wondered if it's possible to save planet Earth? Planet Earth is a planet that we all live on. It's habitable with life teeming from the simplest of fish all the way to humanity to microorganisms living anywhere and everywhere. Although earlier it was something a little similar with just gases and rocks and weather. So, we humans are gifted with life from this planet. We're part of it. It created us, and we have to deal with the dangers it faces. So, do you think it's possible to save the Earth? Because there's soil pollution, which is like soil erosion. So, like sinkholes, there's mudslides. It all has to do with our pollution. We have air pollution, which is a number of factors. So, like carbon dioxide levels will they increase to a horrific level and they make it toxic. There's oil spills in the ocean. There's oil spills in lakes. There's mainly oil spills in the ocean because they want to do oil tankers. So, water pollution can destroy our water. It can harm animal life because it mainly harms the penguins when they do that. I think it's stupid. You'll see some businesses like McDonald's, they've switched from the original like styrofoam cup for tea to where it's now plastic. There, with a lot of pollutions, there's different things. So like, there's soil, water, and air so far, which are the main ones. And then there's obviously the one that people don't. Some people kind of believe in it, and some people don't believe in it, which is the ozone layer and global warming. Global warming is a serious thing. The ozone layers gets depleted every so often because the air pollution, all the pollution combined together goes up into the ozone layer, and the magnetic field around the Earth depletes every year, so more of the ozone layer lets in more radiation on the planet, so it causes harmful effects. There's nuclear energy, which is a threat. We can try to counteract them. Honestly, some people don't really try to counteract it. They just kind of, I don't know if you've seen it or not, but they have these chambers where, oh, well, a nuclear reactor kind of goes to meltdown. They have so many seconds to get out of the room, and it closes off the room, and it vents all of that radiation into one room, and it's closed off. And there, you can't go back in there ever. You can't release it because it'd be harmful. So, there's a lot of people that are activists that try to help save the planet. So, like, there's Greta Thunberg, which is a common name from last year. She's a girl that's been trying to help with global warming. A lot of people, instead of believing in it and helping her with it, they instead made jokes about her because, oh, well, she didn't have a childhood and she didn't play outside enough. So, or she's feeding stuff to you through someone else to try to get more activists on it and more awareness. Honestly, if it's my honest opinion, I don't think it's possible for us to save the Earth because, one, our depletion of natural resources is a thing. So, yes, we have food now, but will we have food 5 years from now? They'll come up with more and more ideas, but the more ideas you come up with doesn't mean it's always the healthiest. Also, there's noise pollution. So, like, there's the excessive use of loudspeakers, explosions, and stuff like that. That can cause an after effect. The problem is more serious in, like, the metropolitan areas where the pressure on the land is high because all of the large buildings, it causes more pressure into the soil. So, I mean, there's a lot of issues. I mean, there's just a few of the main issues. There's a lot. The whole planet's at risk, and we degrade its quality day by day. So, I mean, our ultimate goal should be to save the planet. There's numerous suggestions that you can look up. There's numerous suggestions that you can do. I strongly believe that anybody that hears this should actively participate in this speech because they need to be aware of everything. They need to help with everything. Um, I would recommend like the use of bicycles or walking to places instead of your car. So like, yes, I like with a car, I live maybe 2 to 5 minutes from work. If I bike there, it might take me 10 minutes, and if I walk, it'll take me about 30 minutes. So instead of using a car for short distances, use a bike. But most people won't do that because they're lazy. Most of the United States lives on welfare. Most part of the countries already have to use bikes. So like, um, Beijing is mostly cars, but the rural villages around there, they walk, they bike, they do everything that they can. That's why that area is rural still, because there is a lush environment and everyone is environmentally safe in that area. So it'll keep you fit. It'll keep you fit as well as produce less pollution. So like sewer lines should be fitted with filters that'll check the quality of the waste before dumping it into a river. That's the main problem. Big bucks money companies, um, they will give another company a lot of money that says, "Hey, if you let us dump in this river, you'll get all this money," and it'll be under the table. We'll never tell you, and it happens. You can't stop it either unless you figure it out and you find out that they're actually doing it. Try not to use harmful fertilizers and pesticides during cultivation of like wheat or corn, and don't depend to and don't try to depend too much on underground water sources. These are just a few methods I have for saving the planet, but I mean, there's no Superman in real life. It's just a movie to save this planet. The planet is our responsibility, and we either have to take the immediate steps into this venture, or we'll just die. That's simple as that.